That one breaks because Shannon broke it.
Was angry.
Yeah, he liked.
Is my hand today?
He was here earlier. He did the morning meeting. Morning meeting. She's finishing her stretches.
Little meet and greet.
This is life, that, even though I wasn't seeing him, I was, the nature of it. What's going on, part of the life, So it's weird. So there's all this. Yeah, I'm 65. So I have a lot of gratitude. But it is hard.
All right. We're live.
You're live?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live at Lunch with Missy and Steve.
How's
How
everyone
are
doing?
you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Good. Thanks for being my co-host today. We've been going through and having different people be co-hosts, and partially because last month, we had the trivia, and in the trivia, people have been coming down and sharing a little bit more about their trivia. So, do you remember what your trivia is?
Oh, no. Was it something about, was it Great Danes? No.
Yes, it was
Great
about
Danes?
puppy dogs.
Of course.
It said who is the daddy to three, not one, not two, but three Great Danes, including two puppies. So
Yes.
I'm sure. Do you have some pictures on your phone?
I do. Do you think
Do
that
you have your phone with you?
I don't. I really want
No.
to.
Don't worry about it. I know. We'll. You know what we'll do is, as a little special treat for everybody, you send me the best picture you've got, and I will put it on the slideshow on Channel 77.
Can it do videos or just slideshow?
Just slideshow.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. But yeah. So, what made you suddenly fall in love with Great Danes?
I had one. My buddy growing up.
Excuse me one moment while I
Sure.
shut the doors.
So my
Somebody's on the
buddy
telephone
growing
here.
up had a Great Dane, and they ended up moving into a house where the renters would not allow a dog that big. So we ended up taking care of the Great Dane and fell in love with it, and they ended up, having it for 5 years, became our dog. And I just said, whenever I have a place of my own, I'm getting a Great Dane. And just so happens I ended up getting two instead of one. It was like a 2-for-1 deal. And yeah, that's what started it all. And unfortunately lost one last year. Rest in peace, my little Rachy bear. And then we just thought, these dogs, they don't live that long, unfortunately. And I just didn't want to have, another dog be by himself. So we ended up getting two more, and that's why we have three. I love them. They're crazy, and they're my favorite.
Yeah, they're big dogs. I'm a big dog person too. We've talked about this.
Mastiff, right?
Yeah, I had a bull mastiff, which is the smaller version. But yeah, so I've been used to the giant breeds. No, but a lot more. They're not as tall as a Great Dane. How they come up. So anyway, well, that's really fun. I can't wait until all of this is over, and maybe we could bring them into. We could have a Great Dane.
The members, you remember they were like this when you first met them in the event plaza, and they're already like standing height, like right here.
Crazy.
Both over 100 pounds.
I mean,
I think by the time they see them, they'll be bigger than the other dog.
Huge.
Love them.
All boys. Oh my goodness. Must be wild times at your house. Well, would you like to hear about all the activities that are happening?
I would love to.
Well, this morning, I hope you enjoyed working out with Colleen. Next week, we're doing a little switcheroo. So Colleen will still do her traditional workout with Colleen on Monday, but on Friday, we're going to do her line dancing class.
Ooh.
Yeah. And, we loved her line dancing class when it was here in person. And so we've asked her if she would do it for Friday. So I know that there's some of our members who've been really missing that dancing. And so that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll do that on Friday. And then for today, however, we've been doing epic movies on Fridays.
Epic movies.
Epic movies. And it started out because we did the 10 Commandments for Passover, and then we've just gone nuts from there. So we've done Dr. Zhivago. We're doing epic movies on Fridays. And so this week's epic movie by member request is Gone with the Wind.
Oh, it's the best.
We're going to watch all 4 hours. And I have to say,
Yeah.
I actually think this is the perfect movie to be streaming to homes, because if you were in the theater for 4 hours, you'd have to stand up, you'd have to go to the bathroom, you'd have to, stretch, all those sort of things. And when you're in your own home, frankly, you could take a nap an hour in, wake up, and it will still be on.
That is a
And
good
you'll
one.
know that those darn Yankees, they they beat this out. Anyway, I was trying this morning to see if I could find some curtains or something to come in, like to wear for Live at Lunch, but I couldn't find any. But I think there will be a surprise in your black bag. So if you would like a surprise root vegetable, because remember, she claws at the earth and says, "As God is my witness, I'll never be hungry again," and then takes a bite of this raw vegetable. And in the book, it's a radish. But in popular culture, sometimes it's a potato, sometimes it's a carrot, it's a lot of things. But in the book, it's a radish. But I decided that we could slice that vegetable thinly, fry it, sprinkle some salt on it, and call it good, because I'm sure she would have enjoyed a potato chip also. So put your bag out for a potato chip and a surprise. So walking around, it should go pretty quick today. So make sure you put that black bag out for your snack, and Lord knows you're going to need it, because this movie is long, y'all. It's long. And the other thing that I wanted to share is I've had some feedback, and you've heard it from me too. We've been really frustrated with the buffering and the different things that have been challenging us with the television. And here's our setup. I just want to explain it for the technologically fluent people out there. We have like a little Amazon Fire Stick that runs our entire TV channel, and it uses Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Well, I had put in a complaint. I was talking to the TV guys, and I said, "This is the situation. It's killing us. It's buffering. It's a huge bummer." And he said, "Well, why don't you guys get a system that doesn't use Wi-Fi? Because we're down in the basement. It's in the it probably doesn't have a really strong signal." So I have a new device that should arrive at some point next week, and then I'll be able to hardwire it in, and hopefully that will reduce the buffering and the frustrations, because I know Turandot yesterday wouldn't work, and we were getting error messages. I'm so sorry about that. We've rescheduled it for next week. And then the same thing, we had all those problems with the King and I, which we've tried twice now and had problems. So that is also rescheduled for next week, and hopefully we'll have our new system and it'll work great. So thank you for your patience. I have to tell you, as frustrated as you are, so are we, because we freak out every single time it doesn't work. We're going, what did we do to deserve this? COVID! As God is my witness. Anyway, no. So thank you for your patience. Make sure that you take time to paint rocks. There's more rocks showing up every single day.
Beautiful rocks.
They're really great. And some of them are not beautiful, like the one that I did, but who cares? So make sure you're doing those. There's brand new puzzles out for Memorial Day. So kind of patriotic themed puzzles and military themed puzzles. So make sure you grab some of those. And it's pizza night. So I'm thrilled.
Yes, me too.
Oh my gosh. One day I'm going to order a pizza to take home if they'd let us. That would be so good. I don't know.
Should ask Shannon. That's a good
I'm not going to
question.
ask Shannon. I'm going to go straight to the source. I'm going to ask Monica.
There we go.
That's who you get. That's how you get stuff done around here. Go talk to Monica. So have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy Clark Gable. And I also wanted to say that we are not responsible. I think you had people sign a waiver already. We're
Right.
not responsible if you faint from how handsome Clark Gable is when he lifts up Vivian Lee and takes her up the stairs. If you faint in your apartment, there's really nothing that we can do about it. You really need to watch this movie at your own risk. Okay? And on that note, have a great day. We'll see you later, and keep your chin up. It makes us look better.
You were